The FDA recently took a closer look at tattoo and permanent makeup inks. Researchers looked at dozens of inks used for tattooing and permanent makeup application from 14 different manufacturers. They found 26 of them were contaminated, even some that were labeled as sterile, with 34 different types of bacteria. And of the inks tested, permanent makeup inks were more likely to be contaminated. Of the 75 inks sampled, 49 were tattoo inks, 9 of them were found to contain bacteria. 35 permanent makeup inks were tested, nearly half of those were found to be contaminated. About a third of Americans have at least one tattoo, according to a study by the Pew Research Center. And while there is no study on how many people have gotten permanent makeup, the proportion of the population that's inked is likely much higher. And since tattoo inks are injected deep into the skin, it's easier for them to travel through your bloodstream or lymphatic system into other parts of your body. That means you don't just have to worry about getting an infection in your fresh tattoo. There's also concern about the potential long-term effects. And those who have multiple or large tattoos are at a higher risk since they're exposed to more ink. The FDA reported a rise in tattoo infections in 2023, and they say this study shows the inks used could be part of the problem. Other issues come from artists using non-sterile techniques or improper aftercare. The FDA does not regulate tattoo and makeup inks, though it did put out some guidelines last year to help manufacturers avoid contamination. Get more stories like this by downloading the Straight Arrow News app today.